Hey guys, it's me, ILVA Crafts, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today's video is going to be awesome because I'm doing my bullet journal setup for April 2021. If you haven't seen the other setups for 2021, they will all be linked down below. Before we get started, I want you to go subscribe to my new channel, ILVA Craft Shorts, because new videos are coming every single week. It will also be linked down below. Don't forget to go ahead and check out my Instagram at ilva.crafts and also my community tab. If you're ready, let's get started. So I decided to draw a bunch of squares and rectangulars and just make this month more easy to create, and actually at the end will look very fun. So I'm starting off with the first page, and I'm doing in the middle of the first page a bunch of squares and rectangulars. You can definitely go for any shapes or other doodles that you like, but I thought that squares and rectangulars will be more easy to draw. Instead of using a black marker, this time I decided to use a blue marker because I thought that it would look more kind of put together, because the black marker, it looks so dark, and I think that this one will look way better and fun. I really wanted to experiment with other colors, but sticking to one color is better. Actually, doing all these doodles takes a long time, but I promise that at the end it will look amazing. After finishing with the marker, you should clean it up by using an eraser. Now it is my favorite part, you guys all know, coloring. I decided to go for a lot of colors just to make it more colorful, but it can also look amazing if you use like colors that go together, maybe like red, orange, yellow, or different tones of blue. They will look pretty good too if you like specific colors, but I decided to use all the colors of the rainbow. For example, red, orange, yellow, green, blue, pink, purple, etc. Now it's time to do the title of this first page, and for this month I wanted to first write the title on a piece of white paper, so it will look like the title is on this type of shapes. It looks kind of fun, and I really like this type of lettering. I really liked this kind of mustard yellow color, so I wrote April with this marker. I cut it up and stick that to the page. And of course I couldn't forget about the calendar. I stick that under April 2 and I highlighted the days. This first page ended and I think that it looks amazing. It took a bit of a long time and I'm kind of worried about the other pages because they have way more squares, but I'm really happy with the results. On the next page, you know me, I'm gonna do a quote. Yes, there goes the transition. Very impressive. I really liked it and I thought that it looks actually very beautiful. On top of that, I went for like the same type of lettering on a white page, and I wrote this quote that says, "Blossom by blossom the spring will begin," and I think that it's perfect since April is also like the beginning of a happy spring and full of blossom. I really enjoy it. After writing it with the same marker, I cut that up and sticked it to the page. These first two pages are done and I honestly love them. They turned out amazing. I thought that they would be very like kind of not put together all around the place, but now that I look at it, it's actually amazing. Now let's move on to the next page, and you guys know it is the calendar of April. For the calendar, I went for like the same type of squares all over the place, but I didn't do them in the middle since in the middle will be the calendar, and I just was saving a bit of time for myself. As the other two pages, I'm gonna do the same type of technique for the calendar too. I first did it on a white paper. I used the same blue marker to do the lines and write the dates and the days, and then I cut it up and stick that to the page. And I think that it actually looks very beautiful. It pops out more because the white is not the same color as the pages of the planner, and I really like it. And I did the same thing for the title. I wrote calendar in bigger letters and I stick that up to the page, and this page is done. It actually looks like it took like 2 minutes, but it actually took so long because all these triangles, coloring and cutting, it actually takes so long to do. But at the end I think that it looks very nice, and hopefully I will fill up all the days, and I'm very excited for April because a very special date is on this month and I will film the day, and hopefully you like it because I'm very excited for it. You'll find out, so subscribe to stay tuned. Now let's move on to the next pages, and to these 2 pages I decided to do all my trackers. The mood tracker, the to-do tracker, and also my social media trackers. Just in 2 pages. But I'm also going to use a dash door, which means that I'm cutting the half of this page, and in this type of little page inside the 2 big pages, I'm gonna do the YouTube and Instagram tracker. On this front of the dash door, I sticked a paper that says YouTube, and on the other side a paper that says Instagram. Just Insta, cause Instagram is a long word. For the mood tracker, I wanted to do them in like these 2 pages that the dash door doesn't cover, and I think that it will look very interesting because, as I told you guys, I'm using all the 3 colors that I like. You can also do this with the cover. I'm using red, orange and yellow just to represent the mood for that day. And I'm doing different shapes of rectangulars and squares on both of the 2 pages, so like putting numbers of the day on top of each one, and at the end of the day I can fill it up with the color that I felt that day, and I think that it looks very interesting. Of course, I couldn't forget about the to-do tracker. It's a very important tracker for me, and what I did, I'm gonna put 6 trackers on both of the pages, 3 on this side and 3 on the other side of the dash door. And I prepared them before the video because they take a long time to do, like the mini calendars inside them. And I'm just writing some categories that I like to do throughout the day. You can definitely go for less or for more if you have, that's great. But I just decided to go for 3 because these are like my most important ones. Of course, I highlighted the days of the week for each calendar with the same mustard type of color yellow marker. This is my favorite tracker from all the months of this year. I think that it turned out very good. I'm so excited to fill the days and the rectangulars up because they look very fun, and yes, hopefully I will use it a lot, especially the YouTube trackers, because I have a bunch of ideas that are coming for this month, so stay tuned, you guys. Now let's move on with this first weekly spread for this month. This is going to be my favorite page because it turned out so cute. So yeah, listen carefully and let's see together. I started out by doing some rectangulars all over the place. I actually measured all the papers that I'm going to put on top, so definitely do that before drawing the rectangulars. But just on the empty spaces, I draw a bunch of them with all the colors. After filling all the spaces up, I took like these pieces of papers that I cut before the video for each day, and I stick them on top of the rectangulars on the spaces that I left empty. After sticking them, I decided to go for some like details on top of them because they were looking kind of plain. So by using the blue marker, I just did some details on the corner of each small paper, let's say, that represents all the days for the week. I also did like a goals small tracker on the side just to set up some goals that I have for the week. I wrote on this piece of white paper all the days by using the yellow marker, and I think that this will look actually very cute because I'm going to put them on top of each paper. So yeah, see that. After cutting them up, I stick them on top of each piece of paper that represents all the days of the week and also for the goals one. And it's kind of funny because if you see, the Friday paper is actually very small because on Fridays I do absolutely nothing. It's just a relaxing day for me. And look at Sunday. It's huge. And the weekly spread is done. I love it, guys. It actually is my favorite weekly spread from all the months that I did for 2021. It actually looks very colorful, and all around the place there are so many things to look at, and I'm so excited to set up my goals. Alright guys, I hope you liked this video, and I hope that I inspired you to set up your bullet journal for April 2021. I really enjoyed this month because it actually was very fun to create. Hopefully you guys got some inspiration for your April 2021 bullet journal setup too. Don't forget to follow me on my Instagram at ilva.crafts, because I'm gonna post there some photos of today's planner. Also, go ahead and comment down below which one of these pages was your favorite. Go ahead and subscribe to my new channel, ILVA Crafts Shorts. It will also be linked down below. New videos are coming every single week. This is the end of today's video. Make sure to like, subscribe, and ring the bell for more future videos. If you have anything else to say, just bye, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye, crafts!